Welcome to our presentation on how to use the Oklahoma Parent Student Portal to monitor both school and student performance. As we go through the presentation, screenshots of the website will be shown on the right. We will begin by using the site report card. This is found at www.oklaschools.com. What is the school report card? The Oklahoma School Report Card shares critical information about school performance with schools, families, and communities. The report cards are intended to provide important information to stimulate conversations about school successes and areas in need of improvement. Additionally, both state and federal law require information about school performance be made readily available to the public. This information includes academic achievement, English language proficiency, and graduation rates. To view both site and district report cards, open up the website www.oklaschools.com. Enter your school or district into the search bar and select your school or district to view the report card. If you need translation, please click on the Web Page Translation button. The first page you'll see is a general information page. This provides an overview of your school district. Scroll down the web page for indicator information. The website provides detailed information about the following indicators. Academic achievement based on OSTP assessment data for ELA, math, and science in grades 3 through 8 and 11, which measures how well the students in the school are meeting grade level objectives. Academic growth, which measures individual student growth between years on the OSTP assessment. ELP progress, which is based upon the English proficiency assessment for students designated as English learners. It measures EL student progress towards individualized yearly language growth targets. And chronic absenteeism, which is based upon the percentage of students who miss 10% or more of the school year due to poor attendance. For each one of these indicators, the school receives a letter grade from A to F. Additionally, high school and district indicators show graduation rate and post-secondary opportunities. You can click on More Details or any bar graph for more detailed information. Clicking on More Details will open up information about the indicator. First, you'll see an overview of the indicator and why it's important, and then you will find links to further information about the indicator. If you continue to scroll down the web page, you'll see an indicator breakdown. This compares the site, district, and state averages. Data can be further broken down by subject and/or demographics. Click on the graph to compare higher and lower ranked schools in Oklahoma. Continue scrolling down the page. By clicking on More Details, you can see the student demographics information. Results of the indicator can be broken down by clicking on any of the student groups on the left. These include race, ethnicity, economically disadvantaged, English learners, and students with disabilities. Click on any section of the graph to see the student group's percentage of the school population and its indicator score. Data for composite, English language arts, math, and science is available. The website allows you to dig deep and break down data in many ways. You can look at student performance by target and proficiency level. The results can be viewed as either a graph or a table and can be filtered in many ways. You can also look at academic growth rate, which shows student growth in a matrix of gains and losses. EL proficiency progress represents the percentage of EL students meeting their yearly growth targets. And student attendance by groups allows you to compare student attendance by demographic groups. Next, let's look at using the Oklahoma Parent Student Portal to monitor student performance. Once again, we'll open the web page www.oklaschools.com. Enter your school into the search bar, select your school, and this time click on the Your Student tab. You will need to log in to the Parent and Student Portal. Both new and returning users will need to know their student's state ID number, which is a 10-digit number. This can be obtained by contacting the school office. New users will also need to enter their child's birth date. Then click Go. First-time users will need to set up an account. You will need to enter your email address and create a password for the Parent-Student Portal. Read the privacy agreement on the right, and then check the box that says you have read and agree to the privacy agreement. Then click Register. After the child has completed the 3rd grade, they will have a web page similar to the one shown here. This page shows your student's Oklahoma School Testing Program, or OSTP, assessment results. Your student's testing history helps you know how your student is progressing from one year to the next. To learn more about a particular test, please click on the test. Click on any of the tests to learn more about your student's assessment results. Links are also available to translate the site, update email, and sign out. Scores on the OSTP are divided into the following 4 categories. Scores from 200 to 265 are below basic. 266 to 299 are basic. 300 to 319 are proficient. And 320 to 399 are advanced. 300 is the target number on the OSTP assessments. Scores below 300 may represent a student who is performing below grade level standards. Students scoring 300 or above are performing at or above grade level standards. As you scroll down the page, you'll see your students' scores shown in many ways. First, in their performance over time. This shows how your student is progressing from one grade to the next, starting after the 3rd grade OSTP assessment. You can also see how your student performed in categories. This shows your student performance in each subject category as either below standard, at or near standard, or above standard. This also shows the points your student earned and the points that were possible, and provides ways that you can support your student in this category at home. Next, you'll be able to see a performance level comparison. This shows how your students' scores compare to other Oklahoma students who are in the same grade level and who took the same test. You can compare your student scores to other students in the school, district, and state. You will also be able to tell what your student's performance level is and whether or not they are ready for the next grade level or course. On English Language Arts assessments, you will also find information about your student's reading lexile level. The lexile measure provides a score that describes the level at which your student can comfortably read challenging text and also describes the complexity of text, taking into account such features as vocabulary and sentence complexity. This measure, along with consideration of your students' interests and experiences, is helpful in finding text for independent reading. For more information on lexile measures, you can visit sde.ok.gov/sde/lexiles. On math assessments, you can find a similar measure in the math quantile level. The quantile measure provides a score that describes your student's level of mathematical ability and the difficulty of a skill or concept as it relates to other mathematical skills and concepts your student is learning. The score shows your student's readiness for instruction regarding a particular mathematical skill or concept. For more information on quantile measures, please visit sde.ok.gov/sde/quantiles. Next, you will see performance level descriptors. These describe what a student at each level is likely able to do. Click on the tabs to transition through the descriptions and use the scroll bar to see more information. You can use the information in this report to meet with your student's teacher or school. As your student's first teacher, you are a critical part of their education. It is important to remember that your student's strengths, abilities, and potential cannot be measured by a single test score. Each student grows at different rates, both physically and academically. State tests help gauge how your student is growing in the knowledge and skills outlined in the Oklahoma Academic Standards. State test results, when combined with other information such as report card grades, teacher feedback, and classroom performance and local tests, can help you and the teacher understand where your student is making progress and where they may need extra support. For additional support and resources, please visit sde.ok.gov/Oklahoma-school-testing-program-OSTP-families. Thank you.